رمضان يا رمضان يا نفحة الرحمن رمضان يا رمضان شهر جود وغفران رمضان يا رمضان يا نفحة الرحمن رمضان يا رمضان شهر جود وغفران كل عام يأتي زائر ليته دوما.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Pathway to Jannah, and my name is Habiba Adedoyin Kukoyi. As we all know, Ramadan is gradually coming to an end, and so also is this program. That is the reason why you see all of these prices in here, because the next time I'll be bringing this program to your viewing pleasure, it will be with my mega winner and maybe a runner-up. I don't know. I don't know, but that is what it is. Alhamdulillah, we started on a very good note, and thank God we are where we are today. Inshallah, we will come to the end of Ramadan in peace. And of course, to our Muslim brothers and sisters who had passed on during this holy month of Ramadan, we say Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Almighty Allah make Al-Jannah Firdaus a peaceful place for them. And Alhamdulillah for us that are still here. All the things we have learned, all the good deeds we've been doing, please don't let us stop. Don't let us go back to our old ways. Let us imbibe the new things, the new ones that we have learned. And inshallah, it will be okay and it will be easy for us. We have our segments, like you all know, ready for you. Call those that are not here. Let them sit back, relax, and enjoy what we have for you today. I'll be right back.
My name is Aisha Arre. I am here to recite Surah Al-Ma'un. Surah Al-Ma'un centers the kindness to others and neglecting acts of compassion. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ara'ayta alladhi yukazzibu bid-din fadhalika alladhi yaduhu al-yatim ولا يهد ولا طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون.
You're not supposed to be proud of yourself. You should always obey Allah.
Are you desirous of ethical media content for your child?
Today, we will be looking at a great prophet of Allah.
The Seerah of the Prophets, with children and young adults, takes us down memory lane on the life of the prophets and Sahabas.
Prophet Nuh, Prophet Yusuf, Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Yunus, Prophet Musa, Prophet Isa, Prophet Adam.
Prophet Adam is not just the prophet of Allah, but the first man created by Allah. Prophet Yusuf was the most awesome creature. Prophet Ayub is a special prophet of Allah.
Partner with us on this unique program to provide halal alternative to our young ones and the young at heart.
This program is designed to tell stories from the lives of prophets of Allah.
For details, contact us.
ليس كل الناس أهل للعلاء خذ قرارا رمضان محمد
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين Ramadan Mubarak. It's another program of stories from the Prophet. And today we are looking at another great prophet of Allah, Prophet Yunus. And I have in the studio, as always with me, our children from Farida Children's School and Great Khilafa College. Say taslim to our viewers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we want to look at the life of Prophet Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam. Children, have you heard about Prophet Yunus before?
Yes.
Yes. And what can you say about Prophet Yunus? Is there anybody who has an idea what Prophet Yunus, what is that you have heard about him? Okay, let me start from here.
I heard that a whale swallowed him.
Oh, she said he heard that a whale swallowed Prophet Yunus. Yes, Prophet Yunus is called the one in the belly of the whale. So we want to know how come a prophet of Allah ended up in the belly of a whale, a big fish. So many years after the demise, after Prophet Adam had left, prophets came after them. We've talked about Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Yunus, Prophet Idris. Thank you. Why people talked about Prophet Yayub. So Prophet Yunus is another prophet, great prophet of Allah. He was sent to a people who were involved in all kinds of immoralities. They were idol worshippers. They don't believe in God. And many of them were engaged in all kinds of evil things. In fact, they were armed robbers, people who travel on roads for different kinds of businesses are usually pursued by the people of Yunus, seizing their properties from them and goods, and sometimes killing them. The people of Prophet Yunus were very bad people. They were wicked people. So Allah sent one from amongst them, Yunus, to preach to them that they should abandon the worship of many gods and worship only one God, Allah. And they should also ensure that they don't do evil. They must respect other people. That was the message Prophet Yunus brought to them. But they refused to listen to him, just like every other disbelieving people. They called him names. They were not ready to change their ways and become good people. And at a point in time, after Prophet Yunus had preached to them for many years, God became fed up with them. And God told Yunus, I am going to destroy these people. I am going to take them away from the surface of the earth because they have been disobedient and very wicked. So Allah said, in 3 days' time, I am going to destroy these people. So Prophet Yunus left them because he didn't want the destruction to meet him while he was in their midst. And he was waiting to hear the news that God had actually destroyed them. And that was how he left them. But as we have it, God did not destroy them after all. What happened? Few of them repented of their ways. And because of these few people who repented, that is, those of them who said, oh God, we are sorry. We will not be bad again. We will do good. God, for the sake of these people, decided to spare them of the destruction that he was going to visit them with. And because Yunus, God now called Yunus, return back to your people, because some of them had become good. But Yunus felt, these people who were mainly armed robbers, these people who were disobedient, who were wicked, he felt bad. And for that reason, instead of returning back to his people, he kept on his journey. He got to a place where he needed to cross a river to another city. So Yunus entered into a boat. And he was in that boat that would take him to another city after the river with other passengers on the same boat. And the boat sailed off. And they were on the high sea, in the middle of the sea. There was a turbulent storm. A very violent storm came, and the boat was dancing almost to the point of turning everybody into the water. And it was clear to everybody that there was a problem. Everybody was shaking on the boat, including Yunus. So one of the passengers told everybody, this violent storm is a sign of the fact that God is angry, Allah is angry with all of us in this boat. Because one of us is a sinner, one of us has disobeyed God, and until that person identifies himself, God will not spare all of us will perish. So the man asked, who amongst us here has disobeyed God? And whom do you think raised up his hand? Whom do you think raised up his hand? Prophet Yunus, because he did not listen to Allah. Instead of returning to his people, he kept on his journey. So he identified himself as the sinner amongst the passengers. And the other passengers, instead of praying to Allah together for the forgiveness of the sin of Prophet Yunus, they just held him, all of them. They seized him and they threw him into the river. They threw him into the river, and immediately they threw him into the river, the violence of the water calmed down, and the boat was sailing, and they were sailing peacefully. But while he was in the water, the Quran said he went down to the depth of the water, and it was great darkness. And as he was getting to the depth of the water, that is the lowest part of the water, there was a big fish, the whale, opened its mouth, and Prophet Yunus entered through the mouth and inside the belly of the whale, and the whale swallowed him, and he was in that whale, that big fish. The Quran says it was darkness upon darkness, the darkness of the river and the darkness of the belly of the whale. And he was in that state for 3 nights and 3 days. But while there, Prophet Yunus was very regretful of his action. He felt bad that he had disobeyed God. And God said, I taught him some words with which to beg me. That's to show how merciful God is, Allah is. He taught Prophet Yunus the words with which he will use in begging Allah. And that word is in the Quran. He was asked to say, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. Let's say it together. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. You know what it means? It means there is no God but you, Allah. Subhanaka, praise be to you. Inni kuntu minaz zalimin. I am one of those who have wronged my soul. Because of that show of regret, because of that show of confession of sin that he has sinned, Allah said, because he uttered it, I commanded the whale to swim to the surface of the water. So the whale swam to the surface of the water and delivered Yunus at the bank of the water, opened its mouth, and Prophet Yunus came out alive. Allahu Akbar. He came out alive after staying in the belly of the water for 3 nights and 3 days. Delivered him, and Prophet Yunus was regretful. He kept on saying, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. And after he regained his consciousness, he now returned back to his people who had believed in Allah before then. All of them had changed from their bad ways, and they started worshipping Allah and doing good. So Prophet Yunus returned back to his people happily, and they lived together happily thereafter. What are the lessons to be learned from this story?
I learned that we should always obey Allah.
We must always obey Allah. Any other one? Let me hear you.
That Allah is a merciful God.
That Allah is merciful. That even when Allah is merciful, you can see that even when Yunus misbehaved, the whale swallowed him, Allah at the same time taught him how to beg him. So we must memorize that prayer in our head, so that when we want to pray, we say La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. On that note, we end the story of Prophet Yunus, and with our kids in the studio, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hello, my bro. Man, the rain is so heavy here, and there's so much traffic. I think we should postpone, huh?
Not a chance. Aisha.
We don't quit, guys. I'll be there.
Done.
Two files received.
I'm on my way. Take first right in 50 meters and you're there.
Copy that. Aisha, where are you?
Guess where?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Move. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Runway X.
The future of fashion showcasing.
Very impressive. How did you pull that off?
With Nigeria's top tech talents.
And Globe.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow with pride.
There was a time I used to be so worried whenever my children were going back to school. No thanks to happenings in different schools across the country. But since I got introduced to the First Criterion College, all my worries just disappeared into thin air. I couldn't have asked for a better school. The First Criterion College offers you the best in Western, Islamic and Arabic education, qualified teachers, conducive learning environment, standard laboratory. They have day and boarding facilities with efficient medical team on ground to look after your children. The First Criterion College is situated at 6/8 Useni Alagbaji Street off Igbe Road, Igbogbo Ikorodu. For inquiries, call the principal on 0809 056 7305 or 0803 322 7868. Website thefirstcriterioncollege.com. The First Criterion College, the reward for good is good.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're welcome to the Ethical Finance segment. Today we are looking at surplus distribution in Takaful. Surplus distribution is one very remarkable and very palatable feature of Takaful, because this doesn't happen elsewhere. It only happens in Takaful, whereby participants who enroll with this program of Takaful are entitled to receive a share of the surplus at the end of the year. Why? Because the fund in Takaful is owned by the participants. It does not belong to the Takaful operator. And the Takaful operator is managing on behalf of the participants. So at the end of the year, the outcome of the transaction are whether if it results in a surplus, the surplus will be shared among the participants depending on the decision made by the Takaful operator. It could be this fund, this surplus, will be shared to only those who did not make any claim. If you don't make any claim, you are entitled to it. If you make any claim, you are not entitled to it. Or it could be, okay, once you are a participant, you have a share in the surplus, regardless of whether you make a claim or you don't make a claim. But definitely, those who didn't make a claim are going to have more than those who made a claim. Those who made a claim will only get the balance of what ordinarily should go to them. Once they have made a claim, then that will be deducted from their share of the surplus, and that will be given to them. But what happens if the Takaful operation ended in a loss or a deficit in the fund? Who is going to bear it? Now, this is where the Takaful operator will now give what we regard as Qurdu Hasan, or benevolent or non-interest loan to the Takaful fund to make up for the liability or for the shortfall in the fund of the Takaful operation, so that the Takaful operator will lend the participants that shortfall so that they can be able to pay the liabilities that accrue from the the business. So, and the Takafu operator will only collect back its loan in future years when the Takafu operation ends in the surplus. So this is one very remarkable feature of Takafu, because it's a matter of, if you want to give a loan, that loan must not have element of interest, because Allah forbids interest. So the Takafu operator will only give interest-free loan to the fund to make up for the liabilities. And the Takafu participants will now have to pay this loan when they make a surplus, and subsequently when the Takafu transaction continues to bring about a positive result in future. So this is one good feature of Takafu. It shares surplus with its participants, and that is why more and more people are getting interested in Takafu, where more and more people are taking a very active, paying serious attention that by insuring under Takafu model. And the importance of this is that Takafu covers the entire risk as does the conventional. If you want to insure your motor vehicle, you want to insure your house, you want to insure your life, keyman insurance is available, goods in transit is available, fire policy is available, aviation is available, marine is available, all risk is available. So there is no type of insurance you are looking for, any class of insurance you are looking for, that is not available in Takafu. And all are welcome. Religion is not a factor that is considered. It is what is important is equity and social justice. And that's why I want to encourage all of us to get insured with all the Takafu operators we have in Nigeria today. It will go a long way in making sure that our insurance is based on Islam and is Sharia compliant. A Muslim who does anything that is not Sharia compliant has a case to answer with Almighty Allah. And I pray we don't have negative case to answer with Almighty Allah. Takafu is the right way to go. You don't have any excuse after you've heard this message. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue to support us, assist us, and make our lives secured, both in this world and in the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hello. In 2020 financial year, after paying our claims and other expenses, Jai's Takafu Insurance distributed the sum of 84.5 billion naira to eligible participants who did not suffer any loss. This is in fulfillment of our obligation.
You can now see how very important it is to choose a company with experience and integrity, but closely guided by the philosophy of caring and sharing.
To join the list of our exciting participants on all Takafu products, contact us.
At Taj Bank, we are a non-interest bank like no other. That's because we do not just share in your success story, but we also share your risk like it's ours. And that's why we say at Taj Bank, our only interest is you.
The Tenant Schools, crèche, nursery, primary, junior secondary and senior secondary school. The Tenant Schools was established to provide foundational educational services delivered to produce generation of future leaders who are God-fearing, intellectually sound and morally upright. The Tenant Schools is located at 5 and 6 Tudepopola Street, Ishokon Estate, Oriokuta Junction, Agric, Ikorodu, Lagos. The Tenant Schools, excellence in principles and practice.
Welcome back. This one I need to let you know. The Seerah of the Prophets for the children. I know you love it so much. I know we had so much comments and we love this. If you truly love it and you want us to take it beyond Ramadan, then get in touch with us. You know how to contact us on our Facebook page. Yes, that is Ames Media Company Limited on Facebook. Get in touch with us. Let's talk, especially sponsors, because this one is for the children and we want to encourage our children even the more.
Linda, you're not supposed to be proud of yourself. You should always obey Allah.
Are you desirous of ethical media content for your child?
Today, we will be looking at a great prophet of Allah.
The Seerah of the Prophets, with children and young adults, takes us down memory lane on the life of the prophets and Sahabas.
Prophet Nuh, Prophet Yusuf, Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Yunus, Prophet Musa, Prophet Isa, Prophet Adam.
Prophet Adam is not just the prophet of Allah, but the first man created by Allah. Prophet Yusuf was the most awesome creature. Prophet Ayub is a special prophet of Allah.
Partner with us on this unique program to provide halal alternative to our young ones and the young at heart.
This program is designed to tell stories from the lives of prophets of Allah.
For details, contact us.
Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alameen. This is where we're going to draw the curtain on today's program. Inshallah, like I said earlier, the next time I bring to you Pathway to Jannah, it will be with my winners. Yes, may Almighty Allah make it easy for us. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you to our sponsors and donors. Here I am going to be saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.